Hey, welcome back to another episode of Collector's Corner with Corey Smith. And welcome to my show. Again, thank you for tuning in. Episode 14. Dang. Woo, that's a lot of episodes right there. I've been a busy boy. Very special episode today. We're not doing the top 5. In fact, today's episode is about one single topic. What? Dang, one topic? That must be something you really into. You know it is. Oh my God, we are here, episode 14, Hooper.
It's a bird! It's a plane! It's Super Hooper!
My favorite movie of all time. We're going to bust out my Hooper collection, talk about Hooper. It's going to be a Hooper extravaganza. But before we get into this special episode of All About Hooper, then I'm going to need you to hit that like and hit that subscribe button. Again, special episode 14. My favorite movie of all time is this gem right here. We talking about Hooper.
We're just going backwards.
Burt Reynolds, 1978, directed by Hal Needham, the great stuntman turned director. Co-starring his girlfriend at the time, Sally Field, James Best, otherwise known as Roscoe P. Coltrane, as his best friend, Jan Michael Vincent as the new young stud on the scene here in the Hollywood stuntman world. This movie was made by Hal Needham and Burt Reynolds, who Burt Reynolds himself was a former stuntman way back in the day before he became an actor. In fact, on Deliverance, one of his earliest movies, he also did his own stunts in that movie, at which they used some of the clips from that in this movie while he's showing his friends his old stunt reel. So this was just a love letter to stuntmen, and it is just one crazy stunt after another. Hal Needham wanted to include everything he could in there. He wanted to include jumps, crashes, high falls, fire stunts, motorcycle stunts, everything you can think of. This movie's got a little bit of it, and I adore this movie. Loved this movie since I was a little kid. Seen it, I've probably seen it hundreds of times at this point. I don't even know. So you know I've got every bit of piece of the Hooper collection I can. Every bit of piece. God, I can't even talk. I'm so excited about this movie. This is just the first piece I'm going to show you out of many pieces of Hooper memorabilia, Hooper collectibles in my collection. We got the old school VHS tape with the cardboard little book style. Look at that. Got the tape up in there. You got all the little stuff. You got the write-up on the back. Super detailed write-up all about Hooper. At the very early days of the VHS tape. But look at that thing. That is beautiful. Big old book box style right there. But that's not the only VHS tape that they did release. Next came up was the Warner Clamshell. Now my VHS collectors, they know this Warner Clamshell, man. There's some great covers. There's some great movies released during this early run when Warner was putting all out of their movies on these big fat clamshells. Again, you got the super detailed write-up on the back. A few pictures up there. Explosions.
I'm gonna hit it!
Lots of those in this movie. Come on, you can't have a stunt movie without some explosions. So that what came up next in the VHS release world for Hooper was this bad boy. And then later on there in the early 90s, maybe, 91, is when the traditional just sleeve, old school, just regular sleeve edition came out. Because at that point, Warner and everybody except Disney pretty much had stopped using clamshells and had moved over to the cheaper version of the sleeves. But you know I had to have all 3 of the VHS tapes in my collection. Dang. So we got the VHSs out of the way. What else you got for some Hooper stuff? Well, let me show you. Dang.
You waiting on me? You're backing up?
Way back early on, you had these things. Video discs. Look at this big old thing. Good God, it's gigantic. Hard plastic. Just one big sealed contraption. But dang, I like the second cover on the movie here. With the blue and the yellow outline. Dang, that's pretty right there. Burt Reynolds with the mustache. King of the world. Oh man, he's wearing a Texas tuxedo right there with the full denim on. Woo, he's looking sharp right now. But yeah, video disc. Don't even have a video disc player. Never have had a video disc player. Don't know diddly squat about them. I mean, shit. But I don't know. It's cool. It's got great artwork. It looks good in the collection, so, no biggie. Well, it kind of was a dead media, sort of like the Betamax, sort of like the Laserdisc. Oh, speaking of Laserdisc, we got one right here. Laserdisc. There's the Hooper Laserdisc. Greatest stuntman alive. In fact, he was in the movie. He's considered the greatest stuntman alive. Jan Michael Vincent. Oh, look at that. Oh, Jan Michael Vincent is coming in as the new stud, trying to take his spot. And he needs to do one big last stunt, get paid so he can retire. But that stunt may kill him.
Good job. The golden helmet.
Whoa, it's a dangerous situation he's finding himself in. One big last stunt, but it may ruin his body, may paralyze him, may kill him. But if he pulls it off and he gets paid, he can pay off his ranch, pay off his truck, and then settle into retirement with his lovely lady, Sally Field. But yeah, Laserdisc. There it is up in there, all silver and shiny. But yeah, never had a Laserdisc player either. I don't know. I never even knew anybody that's had a Laserdisc player. I don't even know if I've ever even seen one in real life. But shit, I mean, it's part of the Hooper legacy, so I had to include it. But sticking to the movie itself, of course, following the VHS releases, you had the DVD release. And in fact, I'll tell you what right now, I bought this DVD before I ever even owned a DVD player back in the day, right around 1999, 2000. DVDs were first just coming out on the scene. I was still, of course, look behind me, in VHS world, so I wasn't in any super rush to get a DVD player. But when I started seeing some of these movies getting released, and I thought, darn, all right, maybe so. Came across the Hooper, I went, all right, I'm buying it. I don't know when I'm getting a DVD player, but I'm going to have this in my collection. So, first DVD ever purchased for the collection, Hooper, of course, right here, old school with the clip, with the plastic snap case release right there. So, right, still using the same artwork as the last VHS release. So, DVD. This kept me going all the way through the 2000s and 10s until just a few years ago. Boom, there it is. It finally made its way over to Blu-ray. This movie stands by itself as the greatest Burt Reynolds, Hal Needham team-up effort. And that's right, I'm talking about versus Smokey and the Bandit, because Hal Needham directed that one too. And that is a classic, but I still put Hooper, 1 year later in 1978, I still put it above the rest right now. So, we've got the movie out of the way. We went through all the different releases. We had all the VHS releases, the DVD, the Blu-ray, the video disc, the laser disc. Good God, is there anything else they released for this movie? Well, they did, in fact. They released a vinyl soundtrack. Boom! Burt Reynolds is Hooper. You got stuff like the rocket car theme and some of the other fight scene, just scores on here, but you got Tammy Wynette, Player Pawn Hero a King, slow sad song plays while he's contemplating what he needs to do as far as get this stunt out of the way versus it'll destroy his body, may destroy his relationship with his lady, Sally Field. Then you got the best song on here is the Hooper theme song. Plays during the credits, but oh my god, this song is so catchy. Ain't nothing like the love of Hollywood stuntman, stuntman, stuntman. Ow!
Ain't nothing like the life of a Hollywood stuntman.
So, the Hooper vinyl soundtrack. Never released any other formats for the soundtrack. Never had a cassette release, never had a CD release. Otherwise, you'd be seeing those bad boys next. But you don't. So, that means they didn't make one. Any other pieces? I don't know. What else could there be? We've had the movies, all the versions of the movies. We've had the soundtrack. What else did they do for Hooper? Good God. I mean, well, just like a lot of movies during this era, during the 70s into the 80s, they did a novelization of Hooper. Oh my God, right here, novel, based on the screenplay of Hooper. Little paperback book. So, if you want to read the movie, if you want to, I'll be honest, folks, I never really got much into the novelization, movie novelization thing. I've had a few of them over the years. But it's Hooper, so it's gonna be here, gonna be in the collection. And plus, we got some pictures up here, some behind the scenes shots, some on-set locations, some photos from the movie itself, still shots. We got just a deleted scene, only shows up in the TV version, haven't seen it in years. Good God, I'd love to have the full uncut, but that seems to be lost from time. Sonny and Ski getting into a fight. That's right. So, you got the novelization. Yeah, if you want to take a minute to read about Hooper, you got it right now. So, not only do you have all of these great movie releases to look through, you got the vinyl soundtrack and the book. Oh my God, this shit is crazy. That is a lot of Hooper. So, again, Burt Reynolds playing Sonny Hooper, most popular stuntman in Hollywood, doing his thing. Has to take on the new kid, teach him the ropes. He's got a lot of body problems. The back is giving out on him.
Got your kid?
It's in the trailer.
Well, let's go to the trailer.
He's got some other issues. Sally Field is sick and tired of his stuntman ways, drinking and partying and doing crazy stuff. And she wants Sonny Hooper to get out of it. But, he's like, dang, we need a nice little nest egg to settle down on. So I got to pull this big stunt off. Plus, I can't let the young kids ski. I can't let them go out and do it with somebody else. They're going to get themselves killed. They need an expert on set. Woo! So that movie is crazy. And shit gets blown up. The grand finale of this movie is crazy. You've got an earthquake taking place while they're driving a 1978 red Trans Am with fucking turbo boosters on it, just driving around, buildings falling over, shit blowing up, smokestack scene comes crashing down.
Your life is worth $50,000. That's the price you put on it when you got behind this wheel.
It is crazy. Final stunt. Bridge collapses. We gotta jump the river in the rocket car. Oh my God, this shit is crazy. But just even before you get to the finale, you got all kinds of fun stuff like a bar fight. You got running from the cops. You got all kinds of crazy 1978 Hollywood stuntman shenanigans. Anyway, we're getting down to the end here. Hooper, favorite movie of all time. I don't know what else to say. Just go watch this movie if you have not seen it. Get it up in your brain. It'll be in there worming away. Never to escape. And then you'll be trapped into the world of Hooper until you can't stop watching it. People will come over and say, oh man, you guys want to watch a movie? Sure, what are you into? Let's watch Hooper. No, not Hooper again. Yes, Hooper again. Oh my God, I can't stop thinking about it.
You're crazy.
With that said, I'm going to close this episode down and go watch Hooper. So again, thank you for tuning in to Collector's Corner of Course, Smith. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and we will see you next time. Woo!